Hey, for this episode of Forced Into This, I took some scrapped episodes made back in 2018 and sort of just glued them back together to make an episode. So yeah, enjoy.
Yeah, that's how it be sometimes.
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it in the group chat.
What was it about again?
What
It
the
is,
crap is a butte?
Rebuke. It is acupressure for a cat in heat.
Sounds about right.
No, a butte.
It's something you put on your feet. Case closed.
Brother, may I have some ho?
Here's your ocelots.
God, why is the thumbnail so gross?
Clickbait.
No, did you see the thumbnail, Allan?
I'm gonna click on it. See what pops.
Are you kidding me?
EU.
God,
This one's
that's like straight booty. God, dude.
Like you go in your
Literally
video and
straight.
look at them.
That is like
text.
straight butt hole.
No, thank you.
Now, dang it. Why are you doing this to me?
But me?
Mm-hmm.
Butthole.
Because I'm like
Acupuncture.
quite famous. I don't know, dude. It's really gross, but
All I
if
see
I
him
got
doing is
recommended
rubbing
it-
the naked feline. And
if
I
I got
mean,
recommended
it's a
it,
waste
you have to
heat.
get recommended it too.
Whoa.
I am quite famished.
Whoa.
God, man, coal fire plants are so inefficient.
Yeah, but they're
That
warm
dude,
and toasty.
That's insane. Like, it doesn't even
Ugh.
make up for itself. Like, it burns more electricity than, like, it freaking makes. Or it burns more energy than it makes. Which, I mean, that makes sense, because it's, like, thermodynamics, but, like, it's bad.
Toto by Lithuania. Alex, I know I spammed the Weather Channel music, but this is
No,
ridiculous.
bro, this is good old DK, yay.
This is blargy blard blard.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
I don't know what it means.
Dude, a lot of people wouldn't believe that that's from a Donkey Kong Country game.
Sounds mystical.
Yeah. I like Yoshi's Island, like, that cave. You know that cave theme from Yoshi's Island? This one?
Oh, yeah, bro.
This one's so
My favorite
hype.
part was whenever he got freaking, like, oh no, that's a different song. The one where he freaking touches the... He gets high, essentially. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
I love Yoshi's Islands, man. You know that was like my first real Mario game?
Hey, y'all remember Yoshi's
It's not a
Cookie?
real
It even
Mario
counts.
game. I'm kidding. What's your favorite song from Yoshi's Island?
You people do not represent the Yoshi's
You can't
Cookie.
pick. You can't pick the athletic theme.
Is that an Undertale song?
Situation.
Yeah, that's Undertale. Whoa.
Let me get the beginning.
I like the main menu music for Yoshi's Island. It gets pretty high.
That's all, folks. This is a copyright strike if I was record. Oh.
Dude, I just want to make it. I just want to make SNES music. Like, that's all I want to do.
Just get Mario Paint on the SNES.
Did they did, didn't they?
Yep. They did.
Dude, I should get the mouse.
I got the mount. Well, never mind. That's a battery. Never mind. I got like a AC adapter battery thing for a Game Boy, and it looks just like it. It was like, whoa, is that one of the mouses? And then I picked it up, and then it wasn't a mouse.
Dude, Alan, you're a Nintendo aficionado.
I
If
have
I wanted to
sex
play,
with Nintendo, yes.
if I wanted to play a remastered Ocarina of Time, would my best bet be a 3DS or a Wii U?
Ooh, wee.
Which I don't own a Wii U. But I mean, they can't be that expensive.
No, they're cheap now. They're like, you can get one for $100.
Do what?
A Wii U.
Does it have Ocarina of Time remastered on it, or
I
is it
don't
just on the
think
3DS?
so.
Yeah, it's
Which
probably
in-
just on the 3DS.
Yeah. So unless you have like a super PC like moi, you want to get that on the 3D, 2D, 3S.
Yeah, and I guess it would give me a reason to play my 3DS. I'll have to get it from Lacey when I go back home.
Man, I missed my copy of Overwatch that I loaned Jacob.
Does how much would that be? You think like $20?
I mean, are you paying cash or credit? Let
debit.
me ring that up for you.
You're kidding me.
At GameStop, it will be a total of money. You can buy it for $18.99 used. So, yeah,
That's not bad, honestly.
that's a low price.
I want to replay through it. I have another question. Does the 3DS have a Majora's Mask remake too?
Yes.
Remaster, I mean. Good. That's yeah. I want to get both of them.
My
What the crap is my energy book?
energy book.
God. Yes, I have an energy book.
What is an energy?
It gives me
book?
energy.
He reads it in
It
the
gives
morning
you
instead of
energy.
coffee.
Yeah, it gives me energy. No, I have a flipping energy class.
Oh,
Well,
he has a
look,
I
class
thought
That's
about
about
getting
energy.
coffee. I thought about getting coffee in the morning one time, but there was like 50 people at Starbucks, and I was like, "Look,
Yeah, that ain't gonna
Oh,
happen.
Starbucks. We living in the slums down here.
Well, the Starbucks as well. The true liberal
Shut
paradise.
up. Get out of here.
yeah." Every time you go, you're like, "I'll take a large," and they're like, "A what?" And you're like,
You
"I'll
mean
take
a
large?" And they're like, "You mean a venti?"
A venti.
Yeah, we only have talls and venties here.
Can
I
I
don't
get
even know if it is
a
venti. This
fun
large.
size, please?
I think it might be grande, actually.
I don't even know what a large is. They're normal here. They're like, do you want a tall? Because I only know like a tall. I don't know the other sizes.
I just
so
wanted a coffee. Why do I have to order an Ariana
Can I
Grande?
have a copy that's about this big?
Like some old people come in through the drive-through.
Dude, they got a Trenta. It's some Starbucks. They have
Like a
short.
freaking big gulp for coffee.
They have
Big
short, tall, grande, venti, and Trenta, and it's like
What is this?
it's a 917 milliliters. What is that in ounces? I wonder.
About 2 inches.
45. Wait, no, that was a coffee meme. Let me actually figure this out.
Punchitize me, Captain.
It's 31 ounces. Dude, it's 31 ounces.
I'm starting to
venti
feel
is
bad for
20
old
ounces.
people. Like, if they have to go to Starbucks and they just want a coffee, like, it's over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna die.
Well, that's when you go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, they give you that iced crap.
Does Dunkin'
Chapter
does
3,
Dunkin'
problem solutions, page 24.
does Dunkin' Donuts have like size cringe or no?
Who knows?
I want a McDunk.
Listen, Bobble, I have the book.
Bobble?
Ah!
Don't sue me, please.
Ooh.
I mean, if
I could probably
dude,
just figure
if-
this out on my own. I don't know why I'm looking in the book.
I wonder
Yeah,
if
you don't
venti.
need energy.
What does venti translate to?
Oh, fat.
And, caffeine addiction.
It's a noun. A serving of drink of coffee
It's probably like
measuring 20 fluid ounces.
French for some bullcrap.
No, it's a network
French for
storage
what?
system that permanently stores data blocks.
You're
I
right.
bet it's French for 20.
Or 18.
No. Fenty is Italian, maybe.
Oh yeah, it probably is Italian, isn't it?
Or the flip is chapter 3. You know, new books, like new,
That makes sense.
new, like, freaking college books are super efficient. Like, and you open them up and they have, like, all the definitions right there and, like, the freaking page links to where the questions are.
No, stop.
It's so nice and convenient.
Boop, boop, beep, boop.
Dude, I've been watching some Two Best Friends play recently.
I love Two Best Friends. They're
That's
awesome.
an oldie but a good
Old Kanye.
Aventi is Italian for 20,
dude.
aka 20 fluid
I
ounces.
saw John Wick's
You saw his
Candle.
wick?
I
big
saw
was it?
John Wilkes Booth shoot Abraham
How
Lincoln
big was it?
on April 14th, 1865. Dude, did y'all hear about how Ringo almost got replaced?
He almost got starred. Oof.
Oh no. Dude, I really do think that Paul McCartney died in 1966 in a car crash, and they made a.
I mean, it's obvious. Did you
imposter.
check the album art of that one album?
He
Dude-
did not have a beard.
Have y'all heard
Before
his
he
new
got it.
song? Have y'all heard his new song that came out like 3 days ago?
He came out with a new song?
I sort of
I
did.
heard his previous
Yeah.
song a few weeks
He
ago.
came out with a
but
new
it was like,
album.
okay.
Yeah, that's the one I
Yeah.
sent Alex.
And
I-
it was okay, but I haven't heard his recent song. Was it really good?
like he came out
No,
with an
it's
album.
like weird. It's called "Fuck You."
F you.
Yeah, a lot of his new songs are weird.
Yeah, but
Um,
it's like it's not okay. Hear me out, because Paul McCartney's like my favorite Beatle. But I'll just say like
He's the only Beatle.
his
Ringo's
his
not
like
a Beatle anymore.
he still sounds amazing because he's such a god, but like he made it it's like supposed to be like a trendy song, like it's so like trendy. It's so
Right.
weird.
All right, Richie. Let me
Like
name you one of Paul McCartney's recent songs.
Well, he,
Put
like-
you down
he does-
naked. Mm.
oh my god,
He does like, I mean, you know, he worked
Yeah,
with Drake
Black Bar
before,
for
and
that
he
name.
worked with Beyonce. I mean, he's a very like he works in the industry a
Okay.
lot. I mean, that was
Well,
the whole reason he did the thing with Destiny was because he wanted to learn
More
what video game music was
relevancy.
like.
have y'all
Um,
seen The Hangover where he's like that Asian guy gets out of the car and he's like, "You fuck on me." Remember that? Does anybody remember that scene?
What a great
He gets out
segue.
of he gets out of the trunk and he's like, "You fuck on me." Well, that's what Paul McCartney's new song reminds me of.
The Hangover. Thank
Man, that's not the emotion you want to have.
you.
Have you heard it yet, Alex?
I haven't.
It's been a hard day's night.
I mean, no, I
Well,
feel you,
it's-
man. This is the only okay.
The
Like, and
lyric-
you still haven't listened to ELO's new album, which is like freaking 3 years old now.
How do you know?
Um,
How do you know? You don't know
Name me
what
a
I
song.
listen
Name me a song.
to. Okay, what is the album called?
Turn to
I
Stone.
don't freaking know, but
That's
I
a
can name
song.
I can name songs in it.
Turn to Stone.
What is it called?
I think it's called the Blue Album. I want to say. I know Blue's like the most
the
popular
Blue
song.
album, like with
don't know
Mr.
what-
Blue Sky in it. That's not new.
God
You
bless
got
it,
him.
Richie.
You got him right there. Ooh.
No, it's a bunch of new songs, and it keeps the style of ELO. I feel like it's a good progression. My problem with a lot of new. Now I will say me and Allan, we listened to some of Paul McCartney's like stuff from 2010, and it's not that bad. Like it's actually pretty catchy. Appreciate.
Cameron just said the trombones just laid their stuff in ants.
Rants.
The freaking ants got a
Nibbling
plate
on me
like practice
toenails.
too.
Dude, Mr. Irons was in a wreck today.
Is he okay?
He's made of
I
iron.
don't
What do
know.
you think, Alex?
He's in the ER.
My phone-
Appreciate. But the cube got totaled, I think.
Aw, the cube.
Dude, it's so weird.
But he fit in like parking spots so well. Like he didn't even have to look.
I love that car so much. Or I love that car. I hope it's okay.
Yeah. His album's called Alone
Dude.
in the Universe. ELO.
Yeah, that's it. Alone in the Universe. It's such a good album, man. I like every single song in that album is great.
Alone in the Universe. Is that the one that has All My Life in it or whatever?
Yes.
Probably. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I think that's the only song I've heard from that album.
Alone in the universe.
But y'all haven't heard "Fuh You"? I
Nope.
wanna fuh you.
Alone.
listen to
Not today.
If you.
I just wanna fuh you. Uni.
Richie, I haven't received
Dude,
an email back from Dr. O.
Dr. Ulrich was wearing some Bob Ross socks yesterday.
Tell him to email me back.
Dude, we were talking about golf or something for some reason. Or tennis, or I don't know what somebody was talking about. And then someone was like, "What do you say when you miss in golf or something?" And he said, "Damn it!" I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
You got it. Yep.
It's so weird hearing like professors cuss.
Wait till they start talking politics. That's where it gets real. I wouldn't know because I'm going to a technical school, but I know.
Hank, I married Hank. Hank married me. Peggy married Hank.
Hammer. Do you sell hammers? I need a hammer.
Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson.
Thanks. Thanks for asking. I want to buy a Spider-Man, but it's $60, and that's a lot of money. I want to hear the pizza music. I want to deliver pizzas.
A long way from.
Hey Alex, you are a video game journalist.
I am, obviously. I called myself. I am a. Ooh.
They announced like 6 or 7 Final Fantasy games for the Xbox. Like it's
Oh my god. Ooh,
I don't like the dentist. Get that sound away.
Dude, I want to make like a tabletop RPG. Like I want to make like a Dungeons and Dragons like clone. No. I don't know. Like I want to make like a
Make it in the
D&D
Frostbite
type
engine.
game. Like, you know how cool it would be? Like, because like I have ideas that like nobody has really done.
Understand.
I mean, could you imagine if you had like D&D or Pathfinder, but it was like
Digital.
you like no no like I don't know. I don't want to spoil my
Yeah,
ideas.
friggin' somebody's gonna steal it. Alex, get on that.
Him and out are always watching, you know.
We got ideas.
I don't know. I'm starting a new
that, man.
Skyrim
Telling you,
character
though.
right now.
Alex, right now would be a great time to release our tornado game. Friggin' Sharky
Right
doot
on.
doot doot doot.
Doot, 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 doot.
Don't
It's a
talk
motorboat.
shit. Man's not
3,
working in the coal
4,
mine.
13.
Band horns up.
Cha.
519. Still not hearing any albums. Anyway, I
Nope,
love Paul
nope.
McCartney's voice. He has such a unique voice, and I wish that he would make music more. I hate
Have
his
you heard?
emails.
Have you heard his? He released a song today.
Man, I want a new Paul McCartney album. He hasn't released one in like 6
But I
years.
mean good crap. I mean like it just,
Oh,
listen,
you-
nobody
Dude, don't
cares.
talk shit about Egypt.
Don't slap him in the head.
No.
Whatever it's called.
No, I don't
Don't
mean
talk
like
crap about
that. I
Egypt
mean
Station.
more authentic. Like if
No,
Paul
there's
McCartney
some good
literally just-
Authentic.
I'm sure there is.
It's coming straight from a
Well, yo,
Beatle, and you
no,
want
don't
more
worry.
authenticity. Man, I miss the
Have you-
old Beatles.
Have you heard any of Egypt Station yet?
Freaking
It's actually
good.
got some decent little hits in it.
Okay. Okay.
okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
And that teeth over there.
What a ruse.
But no, like so I don't have
What?
a problem
What?
with him. Oh,
Get
I
him.
just don't get it.
Either.
Like
You and me
why-
shouldn't be here.
when artists make new music, why they don't
We're
just
all
like
brothers and sisters in binds now, teeth.
The Binding of Isaac.
Watch your tongue. You're
Um,
speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak.
Hey Richie, what do you think about
Guys.
Kanye's new stuff? You know, his cameo in Minecraft. I miss the old Kanye.
I miss the old.
I miss the old wife.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna play Knights of the Old Republic, the Star Wars version.
Okay, this has been a mini episode of Forced Into This. The copyright is for real. This is going to be deleted bloopers. Don't.
No,
That's
this
what you
isn't
said.
happening. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. I can't go on anymore. What am I fighting for?
This isn't
This
happening.
isn't happening. There's no reason to go on. What am I fighting for? Ah. Iris. Oh shit. My lamp isn't plugged in.
Alright, this next clip is from me and Alex. It's like Cardboard episode part 2, so if you want to not listen to it, that's okay.
Zing.
I've never found Sony games really that fun.
Says the
Just
guy
because
without a
they're very,
PlayStation.
like-
Whoa. Got
I
it.
mean, I've never seen the appeal. They're just like these cinematic third-person
Alex,
experiences.
the PS Triple is the
sometimes good
Japanese
can gameplay.
Xbox. They're all for them Tomb Raider style games. And
Yes, they're all. That's it, Alan. They're all Tomb Raider. They're all Tomb Raider.
but what about that Bloodborne game that's like Dark Souls but exclusive? And
We have Dark Souls.
yeah, they got their own Dark Souls. They got that Telltale game in Detroit. Yeah. Xbox doesn't have
Now,
any
I
of that.
think games like Heavy Rain are actually cool.
I
Just
mean,
because they're unique.
oh, you saying the freaking Tomb Raider games are not unique? That's
I would
sexist
like to
you.
see a redo of Heavy Rain. I think it would be.
Sean.
I thought, yeah, I mean, so Heavy Rain had a really cool plot, and I thought that freaking some of the characters were actually really cool, but the entire game kind of just fell off the cliff after like the second act.
Dang, so you
Whenever
only
the
like
intentions.
you played the campaign, like the beginning of it, or you watched it, and you're like, this is pretty good. Then, chapter 2, like, I'm done with it. Nope, no more. Go throw it away.
Well, a lot of it comes down to
Too much rain.
no.
Heavy
no,
rain.
I think the characters are cool. My problem with it stems from the main antagonist being Shelby. It makes no sense, and it breaks the
The main antagonist.
because the antagonist is one of the detective guys you play as, and it's like, oh, it's a big twist. But the way he
The twist.
they do flashback sequences to explain how he committed the crime, and I'm like, wait, I was there and I didn't see that, so therefore it ruins the continuity.
Well,
of
I'm
the
sorry,
shit
Mr.
of the
Too
game.
Good for your PlayStation 3 that you don't own. Freaking.
All we get.
Anyway, Spider-Man's pretty good, though. I mean, I'm enjoying it.
It's an Insomnia game.
Yeah, it's an Insomniac game. I mean, they tried Xbox being an Xbox exclusive maker, and then they weren't good enough. And then, you know, they went to Sony and they're like, you're good enough. So
I think the
they
money-
swap sides.
I think the industry's having a money crisis where it has to constantly keep making more dollars with less effort. Therefore,
Cha-ching.
single player games don't exist.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, I mean, that explains EA's, you know, mind, you know, freaking getting rid of all of their campaigns. Explains Call of Duty, you know, getting rid of theirs. Too much effort. Multiplayer, now that gets people buying DLC.
because you don't have to put any artistic effort into multiplayer.
No. Voice pack. Or skin. Or in-game currency. Like, the sky's the limit when it comes to laziness. Like, I can just draw a picture of like a bad looking gold coin and be like, oh, 500 doubloons, 495, cha-ching. And that's basically what EA and everybody else is doing.
Right.
Anyway, Spider-Man's a great game. I've enjoyed it so far. I'm about 40% into it. Peter Pork Rhines. He's alright.
Being Ben 10.
I mean, it started when an alien device did what it did. I don't like how he's just like a scientist now. Freaking, I didn't read the comics at all, but apparently he just freaking, man, I'm just gonna be a knockoff Tony Stark. I'm gonna make robots shoot all my gook.
Yeah, that's Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is its own, like in the comics, that's an alternate universe Spider-Man. But the most common portrayal of Spider-Man is he didn't get bit by a spider. Like that's just.
Shoot. So wait, is the Tom Holland one? Was he bit by?
Now
a
he
spear?
did get bit by a spider, but it gave him like super strength and stuff. It didn't give him the ability to shoot webs, and it gave him Spidey sense as well. But that was it.
Okay. Freaking Tobey Maguire.
The whole shooting
changing
webs
the
thing
lore.
is like his. Yeah. He created that. Oh my God, Grunt! Please, just get up on the thing. Get up on the thing. There we go. Heck yeah. All right, cool.
How's Combat Evolved?
You wanna watch? You wanna watch?
Yeah, I'll watch, I guess.
You'll probably be so confused because it makes absolutely no sense. But
Oh, I generally
trust me.
So.
So right now, I'm manipulating the physics of the game in order to get a grunt to survive fall damage. And that's so he can join the fight with the rest of the Covenant.
Man, watching you play Halo 1 is...
It's in 4K.
It is in 4K. I didn't have an answer. I spent $2, Alex, on a theme for my PlayStation 4, and it makes it look like a PS2 now, and I love it. Like, it's just playing PS2 menu music, and it sounds like the ocean. I just leave it on in the background. It's beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's something about PlayStation, you know. Their backgrounds are prettier. And their UI is competent. Alex, what'd that Warhawk do to you?
He has to land on this ramp that I'm making from the back of the
Oh,
Warthog
you mean this
in order to
Warhawk?
cushion his landing.
Are you trying to save the grunt? Is that what you're...
Yes,
Why?
because I'm a fireman, and this is the trampoline.
Oh, that makes sense. Speaking of Halo.
I wonder if
Halo
this is good enough.
Finite.
And it will have microtransactions and most likely a downgraded version of some form of loot box.
Cha-ching. But you don't buy things.
Power. Therefore, it's not gambling.
I mean, Germany has laws specifically, you know, the compactness kind of stuff. But it's whatever. Alex, you're just taking it from this grunt. I'm like,
He's supposed to stand on that ledge, and then I shoot him with my assault rifle, but I was trying to get him closer so I don't have to do any more damage to him. So now I have
he's
to
just shooting you with his
like,
bubble blower.
I know, and I gotta hurry before he blows up the stupid Banshee.
You're just clipping him. You're gonna push him off to his death. He doesn't want it, Alex. Oh, you killed him. Goodbye. Alex,
Okay, I don't care.
you're not a good firefighter.
You're right, Allan. I should have just made him jump. I should have shot him and made him
You
jump.
should
But
just
instead, I
follow
tried
the
to get him
dang
closer to the
train,
edge.
Alex.
You don't understand how hard this is. Like,
I
everything has to line
understand.
up perfectly.
You're trying to make a super, army because freaking reason.
Bungie, don't do that for me no more.
Yeah, you have to rely on like Bungie's sister, and she ain't good at making Halo that much.
Mm-hmm. I have to go back to Bungie's old work and then, like, turn it into something different.
You're trying to find something entertaining from their old leftovers. Trying to get your money's worth out of a game that's literally like 15 years old at this point.
Still has the best. A lot. Ooh!
You almost had him. You almost knocked him to his death.
What the? What was that all about?
He just did a little flip.
The shield generator killed him. When it turned back on, he got
He
just
flipped out.
judo chop.
God.
So there's 13 Marines right there.
Hoorah. Yeah, they're floating.
Yeah, they're trapped. so they don't
What's the
have to-
main goal of this? I understand you're trying to make a super army or whatever. Is that the goal? You're just trying to
Yes, that's
force
the goal.
as many.
And they're all trying to get to the same rally point. That is the goal.
The world needs more
But
Sergeant
in
Johnsons.
practice, it's a lot more difficult.
So we really didn't talk about anything because I don't get on Xbox a lot apparently. Gaming wise. What do you think about Red Dead's
Don't
big
say.
gigabytes? 100 plus
I mean-
gigabytes for
All this hype culture around the game with gaming journalists, like, so far the game looks like to me like, I don't know. I just don't know enough about it. I have to play it, like, to actually think that all that crap they say about it being groundbreaking is
Well,
justified.
Well, I mean, look at, GTA 5 when it came out. Critics gave it praise and it turned out good. Then again, you're not supposed to trust critics because they sometimes push agendas.
Well, I would argue the opposite. I think a lot of ways the Rage engine went backwards. Graphically, it's a lot prettier, but in terms of physics and the way players interact with the world, besides flip-flops having animation, that's the only, like, substantial improvement. The AI got dumber, the interaction with the world was lessened, vehicle physics weren't as good. They had to tone down a lot of stuff to allow it to run on 360 and PS3, and I feel like that
Look on the bright side
damaged
then.
the
We don't have to
overall
worry about that
presentation.
anymore. Oh, wait a minute. We sort of have to because trying to get beautiful games to run both on the original Xbox One and the fancy Xbox One X, we're pretty much in the same position.
Why I hate Rockstar, because they love to make their freaking generational games at
And
the
they
end
don't
of a
wanna put-
generation.
They don't want to port them to the next thing either. Or they don't want to port them to PC where people can just max it out. I mean, look at Red Dead. It's still 360 exclusive, sort of. And, Red Dead 2 is going to be console exclusive. Never bringing it to PC. Because we don't want that revenue share. You'll get them
Whatever,
next
that
time.
one grunt's just gonna have to die. No, I'm just gonna let him die. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So that was the Marines that were trapped in that like wall of shade turrets and warthogs and wraiths and flipped over scorpion tanks.
Yeah, it's just a big pile of death. I mean,
Really funny.
reminds me of Halo
Here's
3.
my banshees.
Yeah, they're just propped up against a tree. They got a bike clock
They're all
on them.
damaged. Whoa! What are you doing? Marine, step back.
It's not worth it. Oh, he's coming. He's rushing
He's
out.
coming.
Hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. Oh, it's over. It's over. Game. He's at. Oh, he game ended him. Alright, group hug. Oh.
This game is so stupid.
You want. Freaking. I wish you could throw like a sticky grenade on like anybody and then just walk into them and then it sticks you to them. Like,
Yeah.
I want realism. I want to be able to just glue myself to an enemy by accident. Realism, please.
Yeah, I don't know if they work that way.
How would we know if freaking don't
If they're
exist?
that sticky. You're right. We don't. I've always wanted grunts to try to pick grenades back up and throw them at you, but then they get stuck in their hand. That would be
beautiful.
really funny.
Like, they'd just be grabbing onto it and they're grabbing at their chest.
They fling it and they're like,
Dang.
that'd be so good. But yeah, little stuff like that, cutesy stuff, that doesn't exist in Halo anymore. Get the flip out of here.
I'm curious, if you were to put like some blast resistant shield like right against the grenade as it's stuck on you, like you sort of wedged it under it, would you be able to survive? Like, how do you survive a sticky grenade, like an energy grenade like that?
It just makes heat and force. It's like a real grenade. It probably wouldn't be as effective because, I mean, there's no shrapnel. I mean, I guess there is, but I mean, it melts everything. Haley,
Wart. He doesn't even care. He's just
you gonna
looking
get
at you.
pissed? You gonna get pissed and run at me? I don't trust him because he's gonna like
No,
rip
he's
all
neutral.
the Marines.
Neutral.
I don't believe that.
He hasn't stabbed you yet. Oh, he's getting angry.
So, Allan, what's been going on with all the Supreme Court bullcrap?
Brett Kavanaugh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care about it.
Whoa, buddy. Yeah, I don't either. I
Um,
mean, I knew he was going to be a bad Supreme Court pick from the beginning because, I mean, it's a Trump pick.
yeah, I
He's
mean, it's just
automatically
people
be
who's going to push
corporatist.
his agenda. You know,
Right.
corporatism, baby.
Like, but the worst part about this whole sexual offense thing is now it just gives people like flipping Cory Booker and Kamala Harris a reason to attack him, and they don't have to talk about
Yeah, free
substantive issues. They can just
publicity.
talk about
My man.
yeah, they can just talk about a bunch of neoliberal identity politics and oh my god,
Mahaya.
and yeah, it's rape. It's terrible. It's awful. And he's
course.
probably a terrible human being. But he was a terrible human being to begin with. And you people don't hate him for the reasons that you should. That's my problem with the whole thing.
They're just attacking based on. Okay, freaking. We don't care about the actual
Sexual
rape victim.
harassment.
We just care.
Yeah.
Freaking.
We're just gonna use this as political
We need
ammunition
Democrats
to make
in
us
that
look
seat.
good.
Must seat, babe. Give me the
Oh my
seat.
god, squeeze!
Alex, you gotta do a wheelie.
No, don't punch it. Oh my god,
Just go
I'm gonna
wheelie
use
over.
the tree.
it.
Four-wheel drive, baby. Yeehaw.
But anyway, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. paid
Isn't he
attention
getting
to it.
investigated now by the FBI?
Yeah.
How,
Didn't he get nominated though? Like,
he
isn't
got
gonna go on the
nominated,
Supreme
obviously.
Court?
Then they had a hearing because somebody came up with a sexual allegation last minute, and both him and the victim stood and testified. And now there's like an FBI investigation into it because
You know, there's a part of there's a conspiratorial part of me that like wants to believe that it's a like democratic setup to freaking stop because they can't actually tackle on substantive issues. They
sure,
have to tackle on-
obviously. I mean, they got nothing.
Yeah, they have to tackle on rape because if they did, then they'd actually promise something, and they
I
don't want to
mean-
be real liberals. So
Look at the facts of the case. I don't like talking about it because it's usually just stupid anyway. But the facts of the case are like, okay, Ford, the victim, she's like, Yeah, I was attacked at a party, and I got these 3 witnesses that can prove it, and then all 3 witnesses are like, I don't remember any of that. You know, that's a little fishy. I'm not saying she's lying or anything, and she seems honest
Yeah, I don't know.
enough.
I just haven't paid attention to it. This is just my cynical. I mean, yeah, the allegations may be true, and
Obviously,
it
it
takes a
could be
lot
true.
for a person to go forward. I just know how willing the Democrats are to not talk about policy, and they
Yes.
will go to any length to win without having to actually
I
do
mean, look at
anything.
what the Stormy Daniels crap. Yeah, they tried pushing over instead of attacking him on his, political opinions. Look at the whatever scandals, the tiny hands thing. They tried to meme into a debate. Uh, it's just a bunch of stupid. They could actually go after him against his policy positions, but they're like, nope, nope, we're going after allegations and stupid stuff.
Yeah,
That's
I
whatever.
don't know. What about what's his face? Uh, Gillum campaigning with Hillary.
Oh, he just
That
shot.
got me the
Oh,
biggest going.
oof, oof.
How
He
could
just.
you be that bad at your job and
Hmm.
not have any sense of optics? I don't understand. Not only are you in the South, like, it's Hillary Clinton, which your whole base despises. Like, what the fuck?
Hillary lost
Who-
Florida.
You just politely
Hillary
say
lost
no, and
Florida, and
then
he wanted to, go campaign with her in Florida.
I don't.
Let's get
I
somebody
don't.
who lost in the general. I meant the prime. Yeah, the general. And freaking yeah. Let's have her advertise for me. I'm sure no.
Could go wrong.
Nope. Nope.
Don't see nothing wrong with that.
He's a throwaway. He was a fake progressive. That's stupid.
He is a fake progressive. It's really sad, but he's better than the flipping current dude. And if the
Yeah,
thing
he
is,
is.
he's done more than Cory Booker and Kamala Harris has because they never ran on
Even
single
though
payer, and he did. So he's gonna have a level of responsibility.
he's already trying to throw it under the bus already, Alex.
I know. He's like, I want to ensure that everybody has a right to affordable health care. It's like, we don't have affordable health care when it's free.
What, you talking about Obamacare?
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, you gonna try to fix that? Good luck with it. 'Cause
Heck, okay.
Yeah, let's lower premiums by
We've
keeping it
been
in
over
place.
this, buddy.
Yeah, Hillary wanted the same thing.
And she lost because slightly better than what we have is not how you win an election.
Nope.
And I don't think people understand that. I mean, people that I talk to here don't understand that. Like,
I'm sure
they're like,
they're
oh man, yeah, Bernie's too old, and I'm like,
oof,
um,
like Joe Biden isn't. Then we
yeah, and they're like, I think we should. Someone like Joe Biden would have a better chance, or Kamala Harris, Cory Booker. I'm
Kamala
like, okay,
Harris, Cory
so
Booker.
do you think when
front
someone
runners.
votes for, do you think when somebody votes for somebody, they're like, man, wonder how this person, like, how do they what is their perception? I wonder like how good they'll be perception. No one thinks about that. Literally, when someone goes to the voting booth, all they think is how's this person going to affect my life. If the person who's affecting their life the most positively is the person that's going to win. That is, and it's tangible. Now, I mean, it doesn't have to be authentic or real, but if they say they're going to help your life, then they're going to
It's
win.
better
and
than
you
the
genuinely
opposite.
believe.
At least promising BS is better than
7.
not having any at all. That's why
It's
Andrew
the whole
Gillum
reason Trump won.
is slightly better. Well, here's the thing: Trump run on a campaign like, oh, freaking, I'm an outsider, pinky promise, and people ate it. And then people tried to cover him as, look how ridiculous he is, but that backfired because he just got billions of dollars of free advertising by the mainstream media to get people to vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
They aired his goddamn empty podium. Like, how do you just want the guy to win, and then when he won, you're like, how'd this happen? Huh? It was Hillary's turn. And then freaking that's how it be sometimes. Oh.
That is definitely how it be sometimes.
Uh,
All right, 13. Okay, good. Everybody's accounted for.
yeah, single
How you
file.
doing, Marine?
Hoorah.
Hey, dude. I don't know why you guys take so long. Dude, I can run faster when you going sideways. Come on, pick it up. Pick
Dude,
it
think
up.
about running sideways
Pick
in
it
real
up.
life. How's this? He's just skipping in place trying to do it. Like his gun's pointed halfway. He's just aiming at you.
Put all these Marines down. We are about to go at war. Are you
Alright,
ready
everybody.
for this?
Lunch break's over. Time to,
Alright, I know you guys have been chilling for literally the past 5 hours, but I promise we're actually going to fight soon. I know that sounds like terrible to
I'm surprised they
probably
don't
all
have
of you.
hypothermia out here.
Yeah, they got...
They slowly go from
Burns.
like a green environment to a freaking frozen tundra.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay, now no one fall off, because this happens all the time.
This is
What,
what-
people flipping
Freaking
fall off
people
this
don't
cliff
put
and
up
just die.
handrails. This is what happens.
I know. I'll be careful. Everyone be careful. Everyone be careful. Please. Please, single file. Okay. Yeah, I have to. Literally, I'm like a mama duck. Like, I have to watch them because they will kill themselves. Like, I'm not kidding.
They're just eager to get in the battle, Alex. They just want to jump off that
You're
cliff
right.
and like, I'm ready now. And they die, huh? Or break their legs, and then you gotta put them down.
Crap. I didn't count. Did you count 16 or 18?
I ain't counting. That's your job. All right,
You're
everybody
right.
get in the line.
All right, Mama Duck did a good job. Everybody's alive.
Enough of you
Let's
are
move,
alive.
people.
you
Enough,
seen,
yeah,
like-
enough to continue the species?
Have you seen mama ducks? They sometimes just leave one of their baby like, oh, I got 3 more. It's fine.
I know it's awful.
Oh,
It is awful.
they don't care about them at all. At least, with like cats and dogs, they care a little bit. You go to a duck,
You're
they're like,
stuck.
quack, and then
How'd you get in this
Half
situation?
of them are dead.
Well, yeah, I guess to a bird, it's just like you're just used to it. I guess
yeah, I mean, have you
losing
seen
all
snakes?
of your children.
Snakes just climb up into a nest and eat them, and then the moms come back and they're like, oh well.
Oh,
Try
that's
again.
these niggas. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
I counted 17. I'm not really trying
Wait a
this.
second. Oh, yeah, 18. Alright, they're like broken on that banshee. Alright, we gotta go fix our freaking fellow ducklings. Give me a second.
Quack.
Get unstuck. Alright, anyway, but it's really funny. Yesterday I was canvassing for football,
Ooh.
and then and before I even got there, it was so funny. I heard a Republican ad. It's like, Phil Bredesen wants Medicare for all, and I was like, oh dang, really? And then they
Hot
talk about
dog,
like
sign me
he
up.
wants to cover every American, and like the whole thing was like this is impossible. All the while cutting
Impossible.
Medicaid, and I'm like, bro, you don't need Medicaid if everybody has Medicare.
Yeah, they forget about that.
I don't think they get that. But the funniest part was like how they were just dogging on Medicare, but
How you gonna pay
the
for it?
way they were talking about it, it sounded like an advertisement. And I was like, hot dog. I didn't know he was meant for Medicare for all. It was the weakest arguments I've ever heard, and it wasn't like the
Freaking, it's like,
typical.
this
like,
guy
oh,
wants to expand Social Security. Why vote for
yeah,
him?
but it wasn't even like stuff like the typical stuff like, oh, it's too expensive. They were
They're
saying
just covering
things like irresponsible.
Yeah.
I
I mean, we
yeah,
can't
they were saying
afford
it was
it.
irresponsible.
That's a waste
Well,
of
not
our
even
budget.
They
That should
never
all go
brought
into
up
the
money.
military.
They just said it was irresponsible, and what were the elderly and those on Medicaid supposed to do? And I'm like, bro,
Be
do you
covered?
not understand what Medicare for all those means stuff?
don't
It
know.
was so funny. And then I was like, man, I wish Phil Bredesen was for Medicare for all, but too bad he's not. So it was
Man,
just one big attack
That's
ad.
fake news.
But think about that, Al. That means that the Republican establishment in the South believes that Medicare is such an issue that they can attack people. They're doing Democrats a favor by doing that. Like, that is
they
terrible
don't realize
optics.
I mean,
That is bad. Like,
they
really bad.
At the end of the
actually.
day, Republicans support the military-industrial complex more than Democrats, if only barely. And for them to advertise like, "Oh crap, they're trying to freaking force us to have only one provider," even though it'd cover everybody and basically be free or lower than what they're planning right now. Oh, it's over. So the poor duckies. Oh. They don't even see him. Hey guys, I think
He just got blasted.
oh. Yeah, shoot him now when you can see him. Alex, I feel like this is a yearly thing for you. You just try to pile all these Halo Marines up and then you never get it right.
It really usually is a yearly thing, Alan.
So Alex, you know what I'm hoping for? I'm hoping that...
Oh yeah, no, I didn't tell you. So, one second. I got to the canvassing location. It was some rich, like, freaking private neighborhood that had like a gate and stuff, and it was a bunch of
Freaking
apartment
suburbs.
buildings. And it was an apartment complex or whatever, or like courtyard or whatever. There were a lot of rich people.
Yeah, Mr. Fancy living in an apartment.
And it said no soliciting. And I was like, I called my campaign manager at Jackson, and he was like, it's not considered soliciting. You're not selling anything. And he's like, it's no big deal. I've been there before. And then I started canvassing. About 15 minutes later, I walked back out, like, on the road to freaking go to another apartment complex. And then these guys, like 3 of them come down, because apparently, you know, they have to do this, I guess. And 3 of them come down, like, hey, man, can't be here. You got to go. Well, what you mean?
No Democrats.
And it's like, hey, you're soliciting, and I'm like, I'm not selling anything, man. It's like, don't matter, it's private property. And I was like,
got him.
fine, whatever. I won't argue with you. So I left and I went outside to go to some other old dude's house, like right across the road. And then they were like, what? And then they're like, hey man, I wouldn't go to his house. He calls the cops on people. And I was like, okay, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I'll go to the other neighborhood.
I was like, everybody here just wants to freaking, like, not even talk. Like, people need to get over that. People don't have a right to, like, deny. Oh my God! Now there's 2 of them. Get out of here!
Why don't you just kill them?
Oh my God! Because I have to save them.
That's some flawed logic.
But anyway, so it's a bunch of BS, and like, I hate it. And I'm like, it pisses me off.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun time.
So that means some old lady ratted on me. Some old lady or old man. I was like, I don't want no daggum
There's a
Democrat here
whippersnapper out here
canvassing.
putting signs
I'll tell you
on
what,
my
he's spreading
yard.
socialism.
There are commies outside. I'm gonna get my
It's
gun.
god dang on Reds. But no, so like everybody that answered the door, they did not want to deal with me. I mean, they weren't pissed to see me. They were nice, but like they were like, no. And I'm just, and that's how every neighborhood almost has been. Apparently, does well with Republicans, but every Republican I've met, I mean, they rarely.
All right, Alex, I got an
Bradis.
idea. Okay.
It's because I'm flipping dying black. That's why.
What's the cheapest thing you can ship to somebody or put in a package? Like the cheapest thing you can mass produce, like a pen or something. Get a bunch of pens in a bunch of big boxes, okay? Put a free pen in every box. And on the inside of the box is just a flyer. And you put that box on everybody's porch. And they're like, oh, I got a free package. Then they open it up. It's an advertisement. Ooh, got him.
Well, that's what I do. I leave.
Yeah, but there's no pizzazz to a piece of paper. Or a campaign
I
sign.
leave pamphlets.
There's no pizzazz to that. People get excited if they think they just got a random, birthday present or something. Like, oh, the kids remembered me. And then they open it up. It's freaking a political ad.
Oh, well.
Well, at least he remembered me. At least he wanted my vote.
I like the grandkids.
Anyway, I was trying to segue.
It's a bunch of BS. The fact that people are like that. Like, man, I'm literally just some dude just, like, doing this crap for free. Like, the least you could do is listen to my ramblings. Like, that's all you gotta do.
What do you do when somebody has, like, a no solicitor sign on their door?
Then I just do it anyway. I don't care if they call the cops on me. I have every right to do it. I mean, they can't shoot me.
He's soliciting my vote.
Exactly. That's exactly right, Alan. Like, I'm
Mm.
giving people freedom. I'm giving them the option to vote for someone. That is not like it's handing away free stuff. I don't understand. Like, I'm not selling something.
Well, to
And
you, they're
it's like,
like a Alex. To them, you're like a freaking Mormon. Okay. Nobody wants a Mormon on their porch trying to
yeah,
sell
I
them a
mean,
book.
but the Mormons give the books away for free.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I don't know what Mormons you've met.
Listen here, I met a Mormon. I was like 12 or something, and my parents
He
were
was
like
probably
at work.
trying to get you like interested in
He
some
sold me a
membership or
book.
something.
He sold me a book because I was stupid. Okay, freaking, he comes up to the door. He's like, "Hey, would you like to buy this cool book?" And then I'm like, "No, thank you." But no, wait, there's more. And then he freaking got $20 out of me because I was a stupid 12-year-old and I bought a goddamn cookbook or something about Mormonism. And then like, "Oh, what'd you have?"
Cookbook about Mormonism.
Freaking, my parents get home. They're like, "Okay, what'd you have for dinner? Where's the change?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm glad you asked because I got my money's worth." And I show them the cookbook, and they're like, "Alan, are you that stupid? Why'd you spend $20 on a cookbook about Mormonism?" And I'm like, "I don't know. They solicited me." So I understand those old people's rage. Okay. Alex, what are you doing, that warhog? You're just whacking it. And you think if you could just whack it with a gun and it moves, it's pretty light. You think like a Marine could just push it, right? Well, technical difficulties. Alex left the party.